This staggering 5.8 billion Kenya shillings losses through deforestation per year is an equivalent of the money that was lost in the entire Golden Bag scandal. The money would have been enough to quell the just-ended teachers and doctors strike by paying for the harmonization of teachers' salaries as well as giving the registrar doctors all their dues.
Whether you are poor or rich, you need the forest. Because if there is no rain, where are you going to get food? You plant whatever you plant and it will not grow.
What is at stake if forests are not conserved? Indirectly, the lack of rainfall caused by uncontrolled cutting down of trees, popularly known as deforestation, in and out of the 5 water towers directly determines how much you pay for your electricity, fuel, water, among other many things. These are some of the highlights of the report.
But at the same time, we see the desperation that also exists in many parts of the country. And again, I'm often struck when I see very old ladies walking for kilometers into Nairobi, carrying on their back an extraordinary load of firewood. But the question is, does government, does the policy framework for forest management encourage sustainable forest management?
For a long time, the government has not been putting in enough money to help in protection of forests. According to Kenya Forest Service, 90% of their funding comes from donors.
With this launch, and more importantly, with the way we talk to our policymakers, I think 3%, 3.5% of the sector contribution to the economy is something that you cannot overlook.
Forests contribute about 3.6% of Kenya's GDP. That is about 114 billion shillings.
We look to the leaders of a country to also speak to the options and choices that are available to them. The issue of forest policy is not just a matter of the Kenyan Forest Service. It begins with the Constitution.
The government can no longer be the manager and owner of forest resources. We've got to bring in the private sector.
With this study shedding light on what should be done, by the end of the 3-day national dialogue on Kenya water towers, pro-forest conservation and other green participants hope to map a common path for the future of Kenya's water towers and their contribution towards the green economy. Violet Otindo for Citizen Live at 9.